The imperial authorities and influential people who sought to keep Pilate in the important position of procurator of Tiberias in Jerusalem spared no effort in defending the governor, claiming that it was false news, planted by the cunning of the Hebrews to destabilize the authority, while at the same time saying that, by observing such reactions from the governed people, one could imagine that the governor's stance was greatly contrary to their personal interests. These were the old interpretative processes that, divorced from the true facts, could not produce greater definitions because they were distorted by everyone. However, for some months now, Pilate had become deeply concerned, as a courier from Tiberias had brought him an indication that a senator from a traditional family would be arriving in the region shortly. He possessed powers as broad as his own, and that he would use them to investigate the entire administrative system, as if he were an inspector with free access to all documents and proceedings. This had caused Pilate to become deeply concerned, shared with those closest to him, and forced him to conceal the entire blatant process of administrative misconduct, concealing it, temporarily suspending suspicious activities, and sweeping all evidence that might indicate such imprudence under the carpet of secrecy. Naturally, he would receive the senator with all the false and flattering honors to gain his trust, seeking to demonstrate that everything was correct. It would provide him with the conditions to feel at home in his own land, with luxury and comfort, so as not to impede the realization of his plan for vast enrichment, allowing him to retire from public life in excellent conditions and enjoy a respectable old age among the Romans in the capital of the empire. Alongside his venal nature, he possessed an extremely vain personality, deeply attached to the physical pleasures that his excellent position afforded him, exploiting his favorable position as governor and powerful representative of the empire that decided the destinies of all. Many young women of special beauty, who inspired his never-satisfied desires, experienced the intimacy of his palace chambers, always under the watchful eyes of his henchmen, who did everything to please their lord and continue to enjoy the comforts that proximity to power afforded them. Countless young Hebrew daughters, whose beauty enchanted the procurator, were harassed and, in the end, ended up allowing themselves to be taken to the governor's bedroom, and were then rewarded with gifts and valuables with which they silenced their conscience and won the silence of their own outraged family. Having been materially rewarded, they did not dare to expose themselves before such a powerful ruler, capable of destroying the little material balance they had with confiscations, banishments, and cowardly murders in the dead of night, as had already happened countless times.